Have you ever had a night where you just couldn't fall asleep, and the next day, everything felt harder? Your body ached more than usual, your mind felt foggy, and even small tasks seemed overwhelming. Or maybe you've been lying in bed at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, your thoughts racing with worries about your health, your family, or the future. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, our sleep patterns can change a lot. Many seniors notice they wake up earlier, have trouble falling back asleep, or just don't feel as rested, no matter how many hours they stay in bed. And when you add stress to the mix, it can feel like your mind and body are constantly running on empty. But here's the thing, these two, poor sleep and chronic stress, aren't just annoying. They can actually increase your risk of something very serious: a stroke. Yes, you heard that right. Sleep and stress might seem like everyday problems, but science shows they play a much bigger role in our long-term health than most people realize. Especially when it comes to stroke, a condition that can strike suddenly, with life-changing consequences. But don't worry. In this video, we're going to break it all down in a way that's simple, clear, and practical. We'll explore how sleep and stress affect your brain and heart, what signs to watch out for, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to protect yourself. Let's start with something many people underestimate: how sleep is deeply connected to your heart and brain health. You see, while you're sleeping, your body isn't just resting, it's doing repair work. Your blood pressure goes down, your heart gets a break, and your brain gets to clean out toxins. But when you don't sleep well, whether it's from waking up too often or not sleeping deeply enough, your body misses out on all those healing benefits. And over time, that takes a toll. Poor sleep, especially over months or years, keeps your blood pressure higher than it should be. It can also lead to more inflammation in your body, mess with your blood sugar levels, and throw off the balance of key hormones. All of that adds up to one dangerous result: a higher risk of stroke. You might be wondering, how much sleep is enough? For most older adults, 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night is ideal. But it's not just about the number, it's the quality that matters even more. If you're spending 8 hours in bed but tossing and turning, waking up feeling tired, or needing a nap by mid-morning, your sleep might not be doing its job. So what can you do to improve it? The first step is to set a simple, calming nighttime routine. Your body loves rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps your internal clock stay balanced. You can also try dimming the lights an hour before bedtime, turning off the TV or phone, and doing something relaxing instead, like listening to soft music, stretching gently, or reading a calming book. These small steps can help signal to your brain, it's time to slow down. Now, let's talk about something else that might be stealing your sleep: stress. And not just big, obvious stress like a major life event. Even the quiet kind, the worries we carry every day, can build up and quietly affect our bodies in powerful ways. When you're stressed, your body goes into alert mode. It releases chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline, meant to help you survive danger. But when that state lasts too long, it becomes harmful. Your heart beats faster, your blood pressure rises, your blood becomes stickier and more likely to clot. Over time, this stress response increases your risk of heart problems. And yes, stroke. Think about this. Have you ever noticed your heart racing when you're anxious? Or your neck and shoulders tensing up when you're worried? That's your body reacting to stress. And if that happens often, day after day, it's like your body is constantly bracing for a threat that never ends. But here's the good news: there are ways to calm your body and mind, even when life gets stressful. And they don't have to be complicated. One of the most powerful tools: simply breathing. That might sound too simple, but it works. When you take slow, deep breaths, you send a message to your nervous system. I'm safe. I'm okay. I don't need to be in fight or flight mode right now. Try this. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose, letting your belly rise gently. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do that 5 or 6 times, and you'll notice your whole body starts to relax. It's like pressing a reset button on your stress. Another calming habit: spending time outside. Just 10 minutes in the morning sun, walking slowly or sitting in a garden, can help lower cortisol levels and reset your sleep cycle too. Nature has a quiet magic. It helps you breathe deeper, think clearer, and feel more grounded. Of course, talking to someone also helps. Whether it's a good friend, a family member, or even a professional counselor, opening up about what's on your mind can lift a weight off your shoulders. You don't have to carry everything alone. Now, we've covered how sleep repairs your body and how stress, especially chronic stress, can wear it down. Together, they form a powerful duo when it comes to stroke risk. Poor sleep adds pressure to your blood vessels. Stress keeps your heart rate up and your blood thicker. It's a recipe for strain on your brain, and over time, that strain can become too much. But here's the hopeful part: you can take back control. You don't have to accept poor sleep or constant stress as just part of aging. With small, consistent changes, your body can begin to heal, your mind can calm, and your risk of stroke can go down, sometimes more than you might expect. And if we've already begun to understand the role sleep plays in heart and brain health, then now let's pause for a moment to talk about a silent enemy that many of us live with every single day: stress. You might be thinking, I'm retired now, I don't have work pressure anymore, so I'm probably not stressed. But the truth is, stress doesn't only come from work. It can come from little things. When your kids or grandkids are too busy to visit often, when you feel lonely because friends are drifting away, or even from worries about health, money, or the future. A little bit each day, and over time, our bodies end up staying in a constant state of tension, often without us realizing it. When the body is under prolonged stress, a hormone called cortisol is released constantly. And while cortisol isn't always a bad thing, it helps us react quickly in emergencies. Too much of it, too often, is like leaving your car engine running non-stop. Eventually, it wears down. Blood pressure rises, the heart beats faster, and over time, it damages the blood vessels in the brain, increasing the risk of stroke. What's even more unfortunate is that many older adults often keep their feelings of anxiety or sadness to themselves. Maybe they think, I'm old now, no point in complaining, or I don't want to bother my children. But holding all that in only allows stress to linger quietly inside. And stress is not something to hide or feel ashamed of. In fact, recognizing it and sharing how you feel is an incredibly strong and admirable act. Did you know? Older adults who stay cheerful, have someone to talk to, and enjoy small daily pleasures like gardening, listening to music, or simply taking a morning walk in the sun, tend to experience much less stress. As a result, they sleep better, maintain healthier blood pressure, and significantly reduce their risk of stroke. And if you've been feeling anxious, irritable, or not sleeping well, maybe it's time to do something just for yourself, like a small gift to help your soul relax. One of the simplest and most effective ways to relieve stress is through breathing exercises. Sounds too simple, right? But give it a try. Sit still, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Do this 5 to 10 times, and you'll feel your body begin to calm down. Your heartbeat slows, your mind feels lighter. Just a few minutes a day can go a long way toward easing inner tension. Another thing you can try is keeping a journal at night. You don't have to write much, just a few lines about what you did today, something that made you smile, or someone who warmed your heart. Writing it down helps your mind let go of unnecessary worries. And that alone can help you sleep more peacefully. There's something else that's just as important: staying connected with others. Sometimes, just a short phone call with an old friend, a morning coffee with a neighbor, or a few minutes of playtime with a grandchild is enough to lift your mood. Love and connection are like natural medicine. They help your body release happy hormones that soothe stress in a gentle, powerful way. And have you noticed? When we're stressed, our bodies tend to startle more easily, the heart races, or we might feel dizzy and short of breath. When these signs happen repeatedly, they can damage the blood vessels, especially the small, delicate ones in the brain. That's why taking care of your mental well-being and keeping a calm mind is actually a powerful, indirect way to prevent stroke. You don't need to make big, sudden changes in your life. Just set aside a few quiet moments for yourself each day. Take a slow walk around the garden, listen to a favorite old song, or simply make a cup of tea and sit in the morning sunlight. These moments might seem small, but they act like invisible armor, gently protecting your heart and brain. Sleep and stress, they may seem like separate issues, but they're deeply connected, like two sides of the same coin. Poor sleep makes us stressed. The more stressed we are, the harder it is to sleep. If we don't break that vicious cycle, our bodies will eventually feel drained, blood pressure rises, and stroke can be just around the corner. And now, after we've talked about sleep, about stress and their quiet yet dangerous effects on our health, especially the risk of stroke. Maybe it's time we pause, take a deep breath, and ask ourselves, have I truly been taking care of myself? You know, there's a simple truth we sometimes forget. Our body has been with us our whole life. Through all the long days of working hard to raise our children, the sleepless nights filled with worries, and the busy years where rest took a back seat. So now, after weathering the biggest storms, we deserve love. We deserve rest. We deserve care, as a precious gift to ourselves. Taking care of your sleep doesn't just mean going to bed early. It also means creating a calm, gentle environment before bedtime. Turn off the TV. Step away from your phone. Dim the lights. Play a soft tune. These small things, they're quiet invitations for your body and soul to enter a peaceful world. You can create a gentle bedtime ritual for yourself. Read a few pages of a book, give your hands a light massage, or simply close your eyes and whisper to yourself, I did my best today, and tomorrow I'll live fully again, with peace in my heart. And what about stress? We can't completely get rid of it, but we can learn to live with it without letting it take control. Just like we learn to walk in the rain without letting it soak our spirit, or how we find a way to smile, even on cloudy days. And the beautiful thing is, once we learn to accept what we can't control and gently let go, our hearts feel lighter. And when the heart is light, sleep comes easier, the body begins to heal, and that lurking risk of stroke starts to fade away. Someone once said, waking up each morning is a gift. And it truly is. Each passing day, no matter how slow or ordinary, is a chance to take care of yourself again. Remember, you are not alone. There are so many others walking this same path with you. Elderly friends taking morning walks together, senior groups sharing laughter and stories, and even us, always here to remind you. You matter. You deserve to live in good health and peace. And you can absolutely start today. Let every evening be a gentle good night to your body. Let every morning be a new beginning, calm and full of hope, because you are your own best friend. And that loving care you give yourself is the very best medicine to ease stress, sleep better, live longer, and stay far away from the silent danger of stroke. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. If you found these thoughts helpful, take a moment to share them with your friends and loved ones, those you care about, so we can all live with more joy and health together. Wishing you a peaceful night's sleep and a tomorrow filled with lightness and hope.